The world of theater is no stranger to bold and unconventional casting choices, often pushing the boundaries of traditional storytelling to offer fresh perspectives and ignite conversations. But the recent announcement of Cynthia Erivo as Jesus Christ in an upcoming stage production has sparked a wave of surprise and intrigue, challenging preconceived notions and inviting audiences to re-examine their understanding of this iconic figure. Erivo, a celebrated actress known for her powerful performances in films like Harriet and Widows, has consistently demonstrated her ability to bring depth and nuance to her roles, captivating audiences with her emotional intensity and authenticity. Now, she is set to take on the iconic role in a modern reimagining of the Gospels, a production that promises to blend historical context with contemporary themes, creating a unique and thought-provoking theatrical experience. This casting decision, while unexpected, has ignited a conversation about the historical image of Jesus and how it intersects with contemporary interpretations. It challenges the traditional depictions that have dominated Western art and culture for centuries. Erivo, a British actress of Nigerian descent, is a Tony, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner, acclaimed for her captivating stage presence and vocal prowess. Her diverse background and exceptional talent make her a compelling choice for this groundbreaking role. Her casting as Jesus is a testament to her versatility as an actress and the production's commitment to pushing boundaries. It reflects a broader movement within the arts to embrace diversity and inclusivity, offering new perspectives on familiar stories. However, it has also drawn attention to the often overlooked aspects of Jesus's historical and cultural background. By casting Erivo, the production invites audiences to consider the diverse and multicultural context in which Jesus lived and taught. The decision to cast Erivo as Jesus is not just a bold artistic choice, it is a statement about the power of representation and the importance of challenging historical narratives. It encourages viewers to engage with the story of Jesus in a new and meaningful way. As rehearsals begin, the anticipation builds. The creative team behind the production is dedicated to crafting a performance that honors the essence of the Gospels while bringing a fresh and contemporary perspective to the stage. This reimagining of Jesus' story is part of a larger trend in theater and film to revisit historical and religious figures through a modern lens. It seeks to make these stories more accessible and relevant to today's audiences, fostering a deeper understanding and connection. Cynthia Erivo's portrayal of Jesus promises to be a landmark moment in theater, one that will undoubtedly spark discussions and inspire future productions to continue exploring new and diverse interpretations of classic narratives. As the world eagerly awaits the premiere, one thing is certain: this production will challenge, inspire, and resonate with audiences in ways that are both unexpected and profoundly moving. The casting of Cynthia Erivo as Jesus is a bold step forward in the ongoing evolution of storytelling in the arts. In the end, it is the power of theater to transform, to provoke thought, and to bring people together that will shine through, making this an unforgettable and groundbreaking production. The news of Erivo's casting has been met with a mixed bag of reactions. Social media has been buzzing with opinions, ranging from enthusiastic support to vehement disapproval. Social media platforms have become hotbeds of debate, with hashtags trending and comment sections overflowing with passionate arguments. Some users are praising the bold and progressive choice, seeing it as a step forward in representation and inclusivity. They argue that this casting decision challenges outdated norms and brings a fresh perspective to a well-known story. On the other hand, there are those who express reservations or outright opposition. They feel that this casting choice is too radical and strays too far from traditional depictions. This diverse spectrum of responses underscores the enduring power and sensitivity surrounding the image of Jesus in popular culture. For many, the casting of a Black woman as Jesus challenges deeply ingrained perceptions of the religious figure. It forces audiences to confront their own biases and consider the broader implications of representation in media. Traditional depictions of Jesus, particularly in Western art and iconography, have often portrayed him with Eurocentric features: fair skin, long flowing hair, and a beard. These images have been deeply embedded in the cultural consciousness, shaping the way generations have visualized Jesus. This ingrained imagery has shaped the way generations have visualized Jesus, making Erivo's casting a significant departure from the norm. It opens up a dialogue about the importance of diverse representation and the ways in which media can influence our perceptions of historical and religious figures. The conversation extends beyond just the casting of a single role. It touches on broader themes of inclusivity, representation, and the power of media to shape societal norms. As audiences grapple with these issues, the casting of Erivo as Jesus serves as a catalyst for deeper reflection and discussion. The theater community, too, has been abuzz with reactions. Some see this as a groundbreaking moment that could pave the way for more diverse casting choices in the future. Others worry about the potential backlash and the impact it might have on future productions. Behind the scenes, directors and producers are keenly aware of the stakes. They understand that this casting decision is not just about one role, but about challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of what is possible in theater and film. As the debate continues, one thing is clear: the casting of Cynthia Erivo as Jesus has sparked a conversation that goes beyond the stage. It has prompted people to think critically about representation, inclusivity, and the power of media to shape our perceptions of the world around us. Whether you see it as a bold step forward or a controversial choice, there is no denying the impact of this casting decision. It has brought to the forefront important discussions about who gets to tell our stories and how those stories are told. In the end, the casting of Cynthia Erivo as Jesus is more than just a headline. It is a moment of reflection, a challenge to the status quo, and a call to consider the broader implications of representation in media. As the conversation continues, it is clear that this is a topic that will resonate for years to come. The casting of Cynthia Erivo as Jesus prompts a crucial question. What did Jesus actually look like? While the Gospels provide spiritual insights into Jesus' life and teachings, they offer little in terms of physical descriptions. This lack of detail has left the door open for centuries of artistic interpretation, often influenced by cultural biases and prevailing aesthetic standards. To reconstruct a more historically accurate image of Jesus, we must turn to archaeological evidence, anthropological studies, and historical accounts of first-century Judea. By examining skeletal remains, analyzing Roman-era portraits from the region, and considering the cultural norms of the time, experts can piece together a more plausible picture of Jesus' physical appearance. Based on historical and scientific evidence, it is highly likely that Jesus, as a Jewish man living in first-century Galilee, would have shared physical characteristics common to the region. This conclusion is drawn from a combination of archaeological findings, historical texts, and forensic reconstructions. By examining skeletal remains and other artifacts from that era, researchers have been able to piece together a more accurate picture of what people from that time and place looked like. This means he likely had dark brown to black hair, brown eyes, and olive-toned skin. These features were typical among the Jewish population in ancient Judea, influenced by the genetic makeup and environmental factors of the region. The climate and lifestyle would have also played a role in shaping these physical attributes, with the sun and outdoor living contributing to the darker skin tones. His hair would have been short and well-groomed, likely with tight curls or waves, reflecting the style common among men of that time and place. Grooming was an important aspect of daily life, and men often took care to maintain their hair and beards. The use of oils and combs was prevalent, ensuring that hair remained neat and presentable. This attention to grooming was not just about appearance, but also about hygiene and social status. Contrary to the flowing robes often depicted in art, Jesus likely wore simpler garments made from wool or linen. These materials were readily available and practical for the climate. Wool provided warmth during cooler months, while linen was breathable and comfortable in the heat. The simplicity of the clothing also reflected the modest lifestyle of the people, focusing on functionality rather than extravagance. His clothing would have been practical for the climate and his lifestyle as a traveling preacher. As someone who moved frequently and spent a lot of time outdoors, his attire needed to be durable and easy to maintain. The harsh desert climate required clothing that could protect against the sun while allowing for ventilation. Layers could be added or removed as needed to adapt to changing temperatures. A tunic reaching the knees, secured with a sash, would have been standard attire, accompanied by sandals for footwear. The tunic, often made from a single piece of cloth, was a versatile garment that allowed for ease of movement. The sash, or belt, not only held the tunic in place, but also served as a place to carry small items. Sandals, made from leather, were the most practical footwear for the rocky and uneven terrain. They provided protection for the feet while allowing them to breathe, essential for long journeys on foot. Daily life in first-century Judea was centered around community and labor. People worked in fields, tended to livestock, and engaged in various trades. Marketplaces were bustling with activity, where goods were exchanged and news was shared. This communal lifestyle influenced the practical and modest nature of their clothing and grooming habits. The physical attributes and attire of a first-century Judean man